I'll start at the back because I couldn't finish qualifying. But end of the race, I'm top 3 easily. Okay, hi, I'm Rupesh from Sri Lanka. I was born here, so quite a while. I'm 40 years old, so yeah. My first car was a Subaru Legacy. I always wanted the turbos and the all-wheel drives and couldn't afford it, so ended up with a front-wheel drive 2.2 Legacy. That was just the beginning of life, so at least the passion of owning a Subaru came true, thank God, and yeah, was happy keeping it stock at that time. Yeah, then I moved on to a Honda Civic hatchback, two-door. And that's where things fired up. Did little mods here, not crazy engine mods, intake, exhaust, and yeah, the wheels and tires and stage 1 mods practically. Still I was babying it, starting of life, so finances were less, but we were trying to do the maximum we can with what we were getting. Yeah, I was happy with it being that way. It ended on a good note because I got the Civic and then I thought, okay, it's time for this to go. When I bought a normal road Civic hatchback 96, 1.6 engine, didn't get me that far. I was scratching my head what to do, and Zlatko said, let's go to Avir. So we were browsing through Avir, and there was this DC2 Integra GSR, not the Type R, GSR. Still, I thought to myself, it's way better than the 1.6 in it. So we went and bought the whole car. Whole car was 7,500 dirhams back in the days. I was like, okay, rather than buying the engine and bits and pieces for 4,000 or 5,000, here you have the whole car. I can retain the brakes, the wheels, everything. So there is no part missing, no part that I have to run after. Went and dumped it at Performance Garage, and within a week everything was swapped in and the car was ready. And yeah, from a 1.6 single cam to a 1.8 twin cam VTEC, that was a big jump. That's where it all began, all these swaps. And then from that we went into swapping K20s into the Civics. That was with lap 57, and that was crazy. I mean, 900 kg, 950 kg cars with a 240 horsepower engine. That's all you need. Lap 57 did an awesome job at it, and I think they were pros at wiring and swaps, and they did an amazing job. I didn't have any issue with regard to wiring, tuning, and all of that. I completely trust them and their work. Not because I've known them for a long time. It's just that their track records are proven day in, day out. I mean, look at those endurance cars. Everyone's like wanting to put crazy camshafts and this and that, and let's upgrade this, let's do that. These guys are like, okay, we're going to do this, and we're going to be consistent, and we're going to win this, work on braking, brake cooling, little stuff that normal people wouldn't. Everyone would like, we need more power, we need to go fast. These guys are like, no, let's work on aerodynamics, let's work on braking, let's work on unsprung weight. They're like minute things, but yeah, brake cooling on a 24-hour race, yeah, that's crucial. Okay, I think it was in 2005 or 6, yeah, I bought my first Honda Civic SIR. Yeah, that was the Honda which every Honda enthusiast wanted. Got it, and yeah, we used to be in little communities, drive around. Then I bought a hatchback and started a small project with Zlatko. We went to Avir, bought a B18C Integra, transferred the parts, all that, and then slowly from racing on streets to building an autocross car. And that too, before going to the main events, we used to meet at Global Village parking. In the night, 1 o'clock, no cops around, just build our little autocross circuit there and practice, and every time we'll play around with tire pressures, this, that. Somebody fits a new suspension, we'll try it out. Okay, you shaved 2 seconds compared to the last time. And slowly evolved from autocross to the track. Once we entered the tracks, our street life reduced. Not that we didn't go for drives, not that we didn't go for meetups. The reckless part of us went away, and we became more responsible. All the want to race was accomplished on the track. He kept us safe on the roads also, but still you realize, okay, there was a bit of danger there. On the tracks we have you guys, the marshals and the fire extinguishers, the fire trucks. On the roads it's different, as well as the car safety, the roll cages, the harnesses, everything, the fire extinguishers, all that adds up. Somewhere down the line you really think, when you're into track racing, you feel, okay, that needs to slow down. The reckless side, no more streets, all that is not needed, because the same enjoyment there, you're having it in a controlled environment here. Wanted to be a race car driver was something you have as a kid. Yeah, I've always wanted to, but yeah, there was no license, we were too young. Then it came to a point we were not financially stable to go all out with a race car. So it started small, yeah, and then step by step worked our way up. But where it really kicked in is when I bought the DC5 Integra Type R. It was almost it wasn't a dead basic car, but it had a lot of work to do. The challenge was making DC5 Integra Type R to the best Integra DC5 in the region. I had one target in mind. I want to make that the best car, and yeah, we achieved it. Took a while, but yeah, I think now it's no turning back. Favorite road car would be the DC2 Integra Type R. I love that car for a road car. It's got the perfect balance, the perfect power, and it's a Honda VTEC end of the day, and I really enjoy driving that. The car that really touched me is the FD2 Civic Type R. The balance in that, the engine, the engineering, the R&D that Honda has really put into that car is amazing. It's next level. I'd anytime choose that over any other race car. As I said, I got into the community thanks to Zlatko. Somewhere down the line, I met Mohammed Alois of Lap 57, and they really helped me to begin. Yeah, we bought an old Honda Civic and then collected little parts from here, there, from friends, from here, there, all over this garage, that garage, and put it together. And yeah, that's how it all started. We started off with autocross events and then slowly decided to move into the track racing in 2010. Built our first Honda Civic together. Thank God for it, and thank Lap 57 for it. And I put it on the track competitive. It was the first time out there, and I was racing in the, I think, class 3 1.6 liter, yeah, against other Clios and some other cars. Had a good time, learned little by little, okay, tire pressures, this, that, you know, how the car handles, how dust affects, how wetness of the track affects, how the car behaves in summer, how it behaves in winter. All that was a process, you know. And then after racing in class 3, decided to move up. That's when I got my DC5 Integra Type R, which I still have, and Mohammed Alois and the gang really got together and made it a really competitive car through research and development, trial and error, and it was an amazing journey. Every race we fixed one tiny part, and that tiny part would make a huge difference on the track, on the timings, on the way the car listens to me. It was a big process, and within 1 year of all this R&D and trials and errors, the car was like perfect. I didn't see anything beyond that we can do, and it was trophy after trophy after win after win. We made the perfect car. Then touring cars, we excelled in touring cars, and then slowly entered the 24-hour races. And there too we were up against big names from Germany, from here, there, Europe, wherever you name it, they're there. And they were advanced cars, the way they were strategically planning, this is how we're going to do this is how we're going to do that. We were still learning, okay, you know, but still our car was competitive, our team was amazing, and yeah, we were on podium almost all the years. We kept the trophy behind. And yeah, a lot of people, a lot of passionate youngsters used to come back in the days and ask a lot of questions. They were like, okay, you've got the ultimate car, you've got the ultimate driver, and we love what you do, and how did you do it, where do you start, okay, how do I get into this? And it was all a process. I used to explain everything, nothing hidden. At the end of the day, even if I hide, there's Google these days, you could find anything. But yeah, I was open about everything, you know. There were times that I used to run stock engines, okay, and I used to just work on the gearings, okay, you know, short ratio gearbox coupled with the stock engine and stage 1 mods. That's all I used to do. They were like, oh, how can that be? But it's flying, you know, it's a stock engine, we can't believe it. But yeah, that's the truth. That's what I have done, you know. There are some races, okay, in qualifying I've blown an engine, and what's the engine available? A stock engine that's in the garage. So yeah, I dropped it in, and there have been races where okay, I'll start at the back because I couldn't finish qualifying, but end of the race I'm top 3 easily. Thank God for it. But that's the journey. Slowly I stopped touring cars because of a lack of sponsors. I would say that's one thing that this area or this region needs in the line of touring cars. I know things like drift and stuff, yeah, you get all the big names trying to sponsor those events, but touring cars died down because of the cost. You know, even if you have the car, even if you have everything set, tires are costly, running the event is costly, the brakes, and you know, it all adds up end of the day. So due to the lack of sponsors, I stopped touring cars, and then continued doing the endurance races, the 24-hour races in January.
Oh, will you fucking fight back?